Hello and welcome to Dark Night Healing. My name is Julie. I'm going to do a oracle reading for you today from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. I hope everyone's having a great day, evening, whatever it is for you. My readings are timeless and they're intuitive, which means they'll reach you when it's time, and I don't know what's in the book. I don't read the books. All my messages come to me through imagery and through spirit. Also, please don't like or subscribe. I don't want to be part of the algorithm. Spirit will direct these to the people they need to get to when the time is right. We don't need to be part of the matrix or the algorithms or any of those isms that are constructs of society. We trust in Spirit. So, starting off, Spirit wants you to be assessing. Just have a sip of my tea. So there's something that you need to be looking at from a higher perspective. And you're thinking that you're already looking at it from a higher perspective, but you're not. You're not looking at it from the highest perspective. You need to get out of your comfort zone to see from this perspective. You also may be afraid of heights, perhaps, which is kind of interesting. But definitely need to get above whatever this situation. What is the situation, Spirit? Can you tell us what the situation is? Okay, self-love. So you're having a problem loving yourself. You can't see your beauty, your uniqueness. Why is this an issue? What has happened to make this an issue? Tell me more, Spirit. Why do they need to assess this? Perhaps you're not giving yourself enough credit. Perhaps you're giving too much of yourself away. Patience. Perhaps you're seeking something that isn't for you and putting yourself in situations that you think are leading to self-love, but they're not. The void. Hot and cold extremes. Things might be getting a bit hard for you. It looks like you might be starting the dark night of the soul or a really rough patch. You're headed toward the void. The going within. So, and you're going to have a lot of extremes. So I think what Spirit is trying to convey is that you need to look at this upcoming season with a different perspective, a higher perspective, because you're going to need to put a lot of love into yourself during this time, because it's going to be a very what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be a time of going within, introvertedness. You're going to have to spend time with yourself. This may be a very, very uncomfortable thing for you to do. You may not like being alone. And you may not like being alone because you have to sit in your own energy. And your energy doesn't feel great because of the things you've gone through. But that's the problem. You've been avoiding this. Self-love sometimes doesn't always look like pampering yourself by getting, your nails done, or, sitting back eating a tub of ice cream and watching a movie. Sometimes self-love is sitting in that pain that you refuse to sit in because you have to deal with it. Sometimes self-love means dealing with the hurt. It means loving yourself enough to put yourself through it so you can heal from it. And it's painful. It is. But it's something that if you continue to try to avoid, it will encompass your whole self because you can't avoid it. That's the problem. Our bodies are not designed to hold trauma like that. So when you hang on to something, it will carry forward. And eventually, if you don't clean out your energetic energy and let go of that trauma, it will become a physical disease, a physical pain that you will have to deal with. And then it could lead to things like cancer. And then you'll be dealing with it from a whole other level. And that's what we're trying to avoid here. We want to heal these traumas because our body it's not just stuck in our mind. If we were beat or raped or hurt in any physical way, even just, energetically, that stays with us until we heal it. That pain is still in your body because you haven't done the mental, emotional healing work. Sure, you got the physical part taken care of, but that pain's still there because there's more to the trauma that you need to deal with. So this is a case of self-love. You need to sit in this space. And if you're not going to make yourself do it, then the universe is going to do it for you. And you don't want the universe deciding that healing time is now. Okay, because if you put it off too long and now it's now and it does, you are going to have the worst breakdown ever. And your shit will be like, they will have to remove things from your life and it will literally be the most painful thing ever because you refuse to let go. Family, friends, belief, whatever it is, if you refuse to let go of something that is not meant for you, it will be removed violently and painfully. So don't, and I feel that you're definitely getting signs here. Balloons are probably definitely a sign for you. Maybe if you're a kid from the 80s, you remember the hot air balloons. If you see any of those around, maybe that's a sign for you. Maybe if you're a big fan of Stephen King, maybe you really like the movie It. Maybe you're a fan of Pennywise. Me, not so much. But you're definitely going to have this time come up now. It's meant to come up now. It's going to change you inside and out. This is for your self-love. And it is going to be extreme. Remember to keep hydrated. And hydrated, make sure you have your salt intake up. Salt is an electrolyte. Don't fall into that falsity of Gatorade and stuff like that. That's chemicals that they want you to take. Okay, don't. Salt, couple shakes of salt in some water. Every time you have a glass of water, make sure you're putting salt on your food liberally. And maybe look up on proper hydration in case you don't believe me on that. I know doctors have everyone thinking that salt is bad for you, but it's not. When they send Heart attack victims, they give them 9,000 milligrams of saline units first off. So why? Why are you pumping a heart attack victim full of salt if it's bad for you? Ask your doctor that. And here we go. Just as always on our channel, which is a little joke between us and our universe, isn't it? Unexpected. So this healing journey that you're about to go on is going to give you some very, very unexpected results. You're not going to be able to prepare for them. But it looks like someone will be coming in to help you and be a guide and a shoulder to lean on through it. So you won't be alone. But it's going to be very unexpected and very sudden. And you definitely are not going to expect this. This also could have something about Earth having 2 moons now. Look into that, Google it. Apparently we have 2 moons until something like 2078. Maybe this is something to do with that. However, I do feel that a portal is opening for you, a change, a dark night of the soul, which is self-love. You're going to start assessing your life from a much higher perspective. You're going to understand that these extremes that are going on in your life, the highs and lows, you do not need to emotionally connect with so much. But you will be doing this alone for a time. It's a reset. And again, because you don't know, you're not going to know what to expect during this time. Just that you need to know that it's necessary. So if people start moving away from you, or you're feeling like nobody messages or anything anymore, that is Spirit protecting you during this time, because your energy cannot be disrupted during this healing process, because there's going to be too many ups and downs as it is. Without adding that, you need someone to come in and ground you and be there to stabilize you, not to stir the pot more. It's a time of surrender. Like I said, Spirit is coming in. They are helping you from both sides. It's a very, very healing process. But again, it's one built off of faith, putting your trust into something that you can't see, that you can maybe feel, that you can maybe hear, depending on what your clairs or your abilities are. What else, Spirit? One last card. You may have an affinity for cats. Cats may be your spirit animal, or they may be a sign that you're in the right direction. Yeah. Great change. Great change. It's going to shake the whole earth for you. Lightning will strike. It'll be like magical moments and epiphanies left, right, and center. But lots of turbulence, lots of people thinking they know what's best. Do not listen to the birds yapping at you, because the thunder and the lightning will show you which way to go. You will feel literally the truth. It will feel like lightning through you. Oh. Okay. Guess I want to talk a little more. So remain focused, steadfast and focused. No matter what the situation is around you, keep your focus. Keep that thought in your head, in your third eye, no matter what. You might think that you're drowning, but you're not. Keep your focus. Remember to see the beauty in yourself and around you. Stop to smell the flowers once in a while, and don't take everything too seriously. Except when the lightning and the thunder strike. Those are your moments. Those are Spirit telling you this is the direction you want to go. You may be also experiencing some serious static cling right now. I am a highly electric person, and I can go days where I spend like days just shocking my husband or getting a jolt from the turning on the light switch. Like, ground yourself, hold on to some metal, but know that these are signs that you are moving forward, that you are transforming into this next stage, to your new beginnings. That's what it's leading to. It's leading straight to your new beginning. The grass is greener on the other side for you, but you have to follow the path. You can't deviate from the path. You can't be doing things to hurt people. You can't be taking people's take people's futures. You can't be doing any of that. You need to focus on you, put all your effort into you, and only you. This is not a time for people in your life. This is a time for you. This is a moment for you to move forward to your best life. Again, lots of unexpected things will be coming in. You can't prepare for these, but protect yourself, protect your assets, and make sure that you're constantly looking from that overview. Ask yourself, how is this going to affect me in 5 months? How is this going to affect me in a year? How is this going to affect me in 5 years? All right. That's your reading for today. Thank you for joining me. You can catch me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And you can email me at darknightheal@gmail.com. I do personal readings, intention items, and salves that I make. And I also have Reiki sessions, but those are in person. So if you're in my area, you can message me about that. Other than that, have a great day. We'll see you next time.